We had the budget last night. Thought we'd have a quick chat with Steve from Pegasus Planning, bit of a money man, and see what his take on the whole thing was. So, out of a 1 to 10, where do you think it sits? 10 being good, 1 bad, obviously.
Oh, look, everybody's opinion is going to be vary. I probably think it's about an 8. It's trying to generate growth. The federal government's main aim is to get the economy back into a growth phase, and growth comes from spending large amounts of money. Right now, the federal government borrows money at extremely low rates.
0.088 or something like that.
So their ability to invest using borrowed money is just out of this world.
So they're grabbing all this cash while they can,
exactly
spending
right.
it, roads and rail, and
spending it on a lot of different things. Probably from the individual family's perspective, and probably from the more important parts of it from a property perspective is they've extended some of the benefits that sellers and potential buyers have in the property.
Give us some
so
specifics.
for the younger generation who want to save for that first all-important deposit, the federal government's going to extend that by putting money into superannuation up to $30,000. They're going to extend that up to $50,000.
So just explain that to me. Can you just chuck $50,000 straight into your super and use it?
It's still a $15,000 cap per annum per individual. So, but what it does is helps them give them a target.
What's the benefit tax-wise for someone like that?
Look, it's not just about tax. It's about putting money away where they can't get access to it.
So you can't just decide I want to spend it and
exactly
go and buy
right.
something. It's forced savings.
It's forced savings and locking it away from individuals who might more than likely sit there and say, it's Christmas time, well, let's go to Bali instead.
Well, not at the moment, you won't.
No, you won't.
No, we go to New Zealand though, yeah.
Whenever that occurs. And then at the top end, so this is all generating from a real estate perspective, so that's your future buyers.
Yeah.
From the top end, you've got the federal government introduced a number of years ago an ability for those who are over the age of 65, when they sell their own house that they've had for more than 10 years, they can contribute up to $300,000 into superannuation.
That's the downsizing.
The downsizer. So, and that didn't affect any other contributions they were doing, but predominantly those people weren't making too many other contributions. So it's a way of helping them become self-sufficient when they were downsizing. But the budget last night, they've actually extended it or decreased that age down to the age of 60. So a couple in the right perspectives that, say they're in the mid-60s and they've got a large property that they're downsizing.
Do they both have to be over 60?
They both have to be over 60 and they both have to be on the ownership of the property.
Both got to be on the deed.
Both got to be on the deed.
So what happens if they're not and someone decides, oh...
It's only those on the deed.
Okay.
But
you could always change.
If you choose to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. So potentially for a couple in their early 60s, this could give them ability to put in another 1.2 million into superannuation.
Is it 300,000 per person or per couple?
300,000 per person.
So 2 on the 2, 600,000 goes in the kitty.
Yeah. And then if you use the non-concessional contributions legislation, they could, it's nearly $660,000 each, or $630,000 each.
That's an awful lot of coin, right?
Well, that really boosts them up to be able to support themselves in their retirement years, depending on what their needs are. I mean, everybody's situation is going to be very different, and some people might choose to hold some of that back because they want to have it outside of superannuation. They're not ready to retire as yet,
But that sort of money they could do a self-managed super fund, right? I heard earlier on that you need about 500,000 to make it worthwhile. Is that right?
You could choose to do that if you wanted to. Yeah, absolutely. It's there's plenty of options out there in the superannuation space. But like all things in life, cheap is not best, and easy is not necessarily the best either.
So if someone's in a situation where they want to downsize, not sure what to do with the cash, they give you a call.
Ask questions. 1300 885 150.
Pegasus Planning. Steve will look after your cash. Thanks, big fella.
Thanks.